I'm finally contacting Robert. I thought I might be on the right track. Robert and I met for coffee, and I knew immediately I had found my man. Ladies and gentlemen, Robert Breiner.
Good morning. You guys all sleep well? Maybe not? Well, first of all, congratulations for everyone. Congratulations for another successful relay and one of the biggest yet. It's amazing what a little motivation, a lot of people, a lot of effort can pull together. But we're here to fight back. To fight something that's taken way too much from all of us. And when I was 9, cancer took my mom. She died of a brain tumor. It was over 10 years ago. When she was 6, she had one last goal. She wanted to live long enough to see my little brother, because her youngest boy, finish kindergarten. And I'm sure there's a lot of moms out there, and if your last goal is to see your youngest finish kindergarten, I think that'll make you reevaluate your life, what you've been given, everything you have, your health, and things that I take for granted. I'm sure all of you do. And I had a recent experience with cancer. I was diagnosed with testicular cancer earlier this year. I went through surgery, chemotherapy, and I can tell you firsthand, it's not very fun. No one enjoys fighting cancer. But at the same time, I wouldn't undo anything. I wouldn't take it back. If I could go back and eliminate cancer from my past, I wouldn't. Because I learned so much, and I gained so much. And I learned a lot from that, and I grew personally. And one thing I learned is that you're going to have a lot of experiences throughout life, good and bad. But more important than the good and bad is how you perceive them. You know, the way you look at something affects the way it affects you. You know, in the earliest part of my treatment, I went through an orchiectomy, where they take out the testicle that had the tumor on it. And all my friends at work, around me, they all knew what was going on. I'm a pretty open guy. But you know, especially the guys, you know, always ask me, you know, why aren't you freaking out? Aren't you worried, scared? You're losing a testicle. It's kind of not the greatest news. But I told them all the same thing. You know, it's going to happen, either way. So I can stress, become depressed, freak out, let it crush me, or not. So I didn't let it. And by doing that, I fought back. That's why we're all here, right? But not everyone's story has a happy ending. I finished chemotherapy a week and a half ago, so now starts the next phase. But we're done, that's what I'm telling myself. But not everyone's story has a happy ending. My mom's didn't. But one last thing, she didn't want to be forgotten. And I didn't forget, no one forgot, my family didn't forget. And I've seen there's a stack of luminaries with her name on it. So it shows how many people didn't forget. And that's why we're fighting back, because everyone who's been lost, no one's forgetting, we're all fighting back. So I just want everyone else here to continue fighting, you all to fight back. And there's so many ways you can do that. You know, being part of a team leader, that's awesome, that's great. But without those teams, without people who sponsor those teams, all the donations, that's what Relay is. All the money is raised, that's the point. Each little and every raffle ticket you buy, every dollar you donate, that's what's important. You can fight back by supporting people in treatment. I was in chemo for 9 weeks, and I always had somebody with me. You know, my girlfriend took a day off of school every cycle to come down, and when you're sitting in that chair during chemo for 3 to 4 hours, that is boring. I mean, they got TVs, but that still. You know, and then I had my dad with me every other day that no one else could, my grandpa, my aunts. Everyone came to support me. I had visitors. People I didn't even know came to visit me, but that's cool. I meet new friends. But being preventative, and beat cancer before it even gets to you. Why not? That's easy. Before it has a chance to take root and take you. Just by being here, you're fighting back, and thank you everyone for being here. For the, what was it, the biggest relay, or one of the biggest, almost 500,000? It will be, I know it is. So, relay ends today, but the fight doesn't. I mean, we take off till next year, and we start relay a year from today, but cancer is not going to take the next year off and come back on this day. So don't stop today. Support someone, get yourself checked, keep fighting, and don't let up hope. Thank you.
Robert Breiner, my goodness. Thank you, sir. We're going to line up for one last